Alright. Back and trying to find the broadcast station, which is is over there. Okay. Oh, that's the shield, I guess. What are these golden lines, though? I mean, it looks really pretty, but, like, does it make any sense? Like, is this an actual metal grid, or is that supposed to be something, you know, less, is that just supposed to be, like, part of the force field? Just some things color the sky gold and others blue. That's by the way, I think that's one of the amazing choices in this game, is that they don't go with, okay, yeah, science, magnetic stuff is always blue, you know, like blue arc lightning and electricity. They really go with this Art Deco thing, and it feels, you know, just like, you see that flower shape and things like that. It really just feels like, you know, like pretty painted glass or something. And there is a little bit of blue in there, kind of, to give you that force field idea. And that's how, you know, you can make a game that is beautiful in its own way. Someone has really shish kebabbed a lot of sprats here. Oh. Wait, I think... Oh, missed you.
They won't try that again.
I wonder what, like, unsanctioned mining... I guess it's unsanctioned mining gear. So gear for unsanctioned mining. But it's still a kind of a weird turn of phrase. Like, it's almost like, usually mining gear is not sanctioned by the corporation. But in this case, we've decided to wear some because we are revolutionary marauders. You know, I'm actually not... Since there was really no hint that Adrena time was ever changed, my guess is that first, the toothcase connection probably isn't anything. And second, that the Adrena time here is just normal. Because, you know, they would... I think they would have hinted at it more by now, if it was part of the game. Yeah, okay, we're still in the right area. Interesting. I don't think I've noticed that container on the crane before. And now that I've noticed the shield in the sky, I just want to keep looking at it. Did I ever notice the comms tower before? Did I miss that and walk just past it? They hit it well, I guess. I mean, that's a good, you know, a hallmark of good game design. That they put certain places in spots so you don't usually see them. And, you know, maybe put combat here. I think here in that area here was where we were being attacked. Oh, there's a marauder left. And so when we were here, I was probably just so distracted that I didn't bother looking up here. Or, maybe this was one of these walls? No. Can't close this way. Can only close that way. I thought, you know, we did some, like, unlock door terminal commands, I guess, in the computer we hacked over there. And so this would have made sense if this door could close this way. But I don't see a door anywhere, so we really must have just missed this. Or maybe I just went in here and thought, oh, it's pretty much empty. Or it could be that just this door was locked. I guess that's probably what it was. Alright, let's see. When you look at something green, the green reflects in your face and you turn invisible. Oh, right, yeah. That's interesting. It seems like the light has changed. It's weird. Alright, and let me just fiddle for a moment.
This was a nice break.
I was searching on my cell phone because that lets me turn on extra lights. But of course forgot that I put the cell phone here overhead as to let me see the stream. Alright, so let's see if this light... Ah, here, that should be much better. When I when I tried out the stream. Wait, let me just... There. You. Ah. Alright. Yeah, ungreened myself successfully. Thank you. So yeah, that lamp didn't want to come on, and then I went like, oh, it looks fine, and you know, there's enough light coming in from the outside, but I guess it got dark enough for that to make a difference now. Okay, let's use this terminal then. Now that the color is okay again. Main menu. Locate facility stuff. Name, Clarence Mosley. Location, Byzantium, Musgrave Collection. Thank you for your diligent commitment to personal tracking and surveillance. Displaying most recent logs. Quitting time. We've been through a lot together, old friend, but they just blared the evacuation order. Guess that's the end of Gorgon. For the record, you're my favorite comms tower in the whole system. I'll never forget you. Love, Technician number 13, junior grade. Well, shit. Fancy seeing me here. The last escape shuttle left a few of us in its dust. Never seen anyone lift off in such a hurry. We scattered like roaches. It's every man and woman for themselves now. You're still up and running, I see. Looks like only one employee left with their tracker flipped on. What a rube. Signing off. For good this time. You take care of yourself, comms tower. Don't forget to stand up straight like I taught you. Ah, poor technician didn't get off the planet. Did we see any technician? Not really, did we? I forgot how to dodge, right. I don't know why they put that on the space key. They should have just said, you know, double tap forwards or sidewards or something. Like every other game. Okay, let's see where it's pointing us to go. But I guess we must find Clarence Mosley. Ah, here. You can hardly see it, but there's a mission objective on the landing pad, so we're supposed to go back home. I wonder if we can check on the... I guess we'll drop by and see if we can now hack the computer, or if we're still not high level enough. Alright. Disable emergency evacuation notice. Let's do that. I don't know if it does anything except keep me from going mad, but at least I won't have to hear that sound. Wee, wee. Please evacuate. Unless the company doesn't think you important enough to evacuate, then of course do not evacuate. You know, something like that. Alrighty then. Can I do anything with this light slightly? Let me just take a quick moment and fiddle with those lights again. Because I think it's a little bright. Yeah, I think that should be better. Now, yep. Somehow it always turns the phone upright into portrait instead of landscape whenever I switch out of Twitch. And I don't know why. Alright, navigation terminal. Let's go
Captain,
to Ambrose Manor.
Transmission request from Ambrose Manor.
I'm guessing Minnie wants an update. Can you tell Miss Ambrose? Yeah, let's say that. I'm guessing Minnie wants an update. Patch her through.
Captain! Imagine my surprise when I saw the Unreliable leaving Gorgon with so much urgency and purpose. Tell me you found Mother's journal. I'm positively dying for good news.
Someone warned me to stay away from Gordon, then lock the place down. No, not yet. Your mother's office has been sealed tight. I found a lot of shady. Not yet. Let's say not yet. Not yet. Your mother's office has been sealed tight.
Too bad. But on the bright side, you've outdone my old freelancer. I don't think you made it very far at all. If I know Spacer's Choice, getting past the lockdown will be more complicated than just hitting a big red button. You'll need authorization and layers of it.
I don't suppose your mother left you any passwords or mysterious keycards?
No. I think you're going to have to rely on good old-fashioned detective work. It's a good thing you have keen senses, a reliable ship, and a very wealthy sponsor.
Are you familiar with Gorgon's old research staff?
I seem to recall that Mother worked closely with Gorgon's R&D personnel, but not close enough to invite them over for dinner and cocktails, if you get my meaning. By now, they'll have moved on with their lives. If only I could do the same.
Did you know that Gorgon was developing adrenotime?
I knew Mother was involved with some important chemical trials, but I had no idea her pet project was adrenotime. Adrenotime is a working man's stimulant, like a caffeinoid. Very popular at launch, though the marketing quieted down over time.
Were you aware that adrenotime created marauders?
What? No. I mean, there's some very morbid wording in the fine print, but I had no idea adrenotime could make marauders out of people. That's it. That must be it. Spacer's Choice is keeping their dirty little secret about adrenotime off the record. We have to find Mother's journal. If we don't, then Spacer's Choice gets away with murder. I only hope we aren't too late.
Why would Space's Choice risk everything for a stimulant?
Adrenotime was touted as the working man's best friend. A drug that boosted productivity with no adverse effects. The promise of adrenotime cannot be overstated. Exhaustion and fatigue were supposed to be obsolete. Workplace accidents would be things of the past. For whatever reason, the drug never lived up to that promise.
Could one drug really do all of that?
I don't know. And thanks to Spacer's Choice, we may never find out. I know that I'd like to see a colony where the promise of adrenotime was fulfilled. And I doubt I'm the only one.
It's a very corporate way of seeing it, yeah. I mean, on the other hand, you know, sometimes it would be nice to just not have to sleep and just do whatever you want to do. But of course, if it's just, you know, putting in more work hours, that doesn't really make life much better. I'm heading back up You really know your business, Minnie, I guess.
Thank you. I certainly ought to know what I'm doing. I spent years trying to break into pharmaceuticals, professionally speaking. Mother wouldn't hear of it. She didn't think I had the wit to succeed in her line of work. Safe travels. If your leads give you any trouble, be sure and give them some trouble back, yes?
I don't think I'm the crack the knuckles type. Yes. No, that's not. Okay, that's not Arjanet. So I'll keep that in mind. Be seeing you, Minnie.
Ta!
We've arrived at Ambrose Manor.
Alright.
I think I'll initiate an unscheduled rest cycle while you're out.
So the small one is Ambrose Manor, I would guess. And the large one is the research center, right? That would sort of make sense. Seems a little dangerous to have that smaller block asteroid that would no doubt be circling the larger one. But I kind of wonder why it doesn't crash or anything, you know. And why it doesn't, you know, like randomly turn or something. Let's swap out. Although, no, let's keep Felix. I miss Parvati, but it's kind of it feels like Felix will have to say more. If we find anything. It's because of planetary physics. In Space Engineers, when someone asks why the sun is part of the skybox and the planets don't turn, the answer is physics. Okay. Physics, 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 as the doctor said. Alright, let's see, can we hack this now? Or is it still too advanced for us? Log in. Ambrose O. 95 as well. Okay. So we need more hacking skill. I wonder if they'll give us, you know, just this straightforward story, or if there will be some twist. You know, like her not actually being the daughter, but rather just someone, you know, like a corporate spy or something who fed us this story. That would be kind of nice to have an extra knowledge. To have like an extra little twist in the story.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
At the least, I hope that she's a bit lying or, not being quite forthright with us for why she wants this stuff. Let's swap out the companions. And I'll have to remember, I think I picked up tossball cards or something for Max. We'll have to see if that's anything. Oh, that's the retiree thing that we got shut down. Right. That looked suspiciously like the entrance hall of that where we started the game today. So for anyone watching on YouTube, that would have been the start of the previous episode, when we got into the building.
Wouldn't it be something to see an Earth assault cruiser land here?
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way one would fit.
How would you know? You've never seen one.
Neither have you. I don't know anyone who's seen one.
That's also right. We know that some Earth assault cruisers got lost. And we still haven't heard anything. We just know that we're cut off from Earth. Somehow.
Is Mayfield still drinking?
Idiot's probably face down on the bar by now.
Take it easy. Not like you can get into any trouble passed out.
I vaguely remember some of these areas here. This building doesn't quite look as shiny as I remember them all looking. Rockwell, Vanderbilt, Terra 2. Didn't even notice the street signs. What does this say? That's Rockwell as well. Of course it is, because it's the same street. Huh. Musgrave Family Collection. I wonder... That sounds a little weird as a title.
Welcome to the Musgrave Family Collection. Still a work in progress. If you're here for the annual Canid review, I'm afraid it's already over. Only thing going on behind those doors is good, old-fashioned lawful behavior. This greeting constitutes your confidentiality agreement. You hereby agree not to disclose the location or existence of these events. Thank you for cooperating.
Hold on, I didn't agree to anything. Oh well, sounds good to me.
Oh, that's just so encouraging to hear. I'll just go ahead and add your comment to my permanent record. Now then, how can I help you?
What's with all the secrecy? This place isn't exactly hard to find.
We find that our clients enjoy the appearance of participating in illegal activities. Secrecy contributes to a feeling of indecency. The Musgrave Family Collection was intended to be a gallery of fine art. And here we are, using this place to practice semi-legal canid shows. Scandalous, isn't it?
You said this place was supposed to be an art gallery. What happened?
That's privileged information. I really shouldn't tell you.
I thought you were onto breaking rules.
That's a fair point. All right, I'll tell you. But just keep this between us.
Guaranteed secrecy is expensive, you know.
Oh, it's all right. I'll give you this little secret for free. The Musgraves own one of Earth's largest private collections of art and literature. They were going to have the entire collection shipped all the way to Halcyon. Unfortunately, that collection never arrived. We haven't heard anything from the delivery convoy, and there's some purely hypothetical concern that the collection might be, well...
Stolen? Sounds more
I
illicit.
was going to say indefinitely delayed by unforeseen and unknowable circumstances, but yes. Let's go with that. Anyway, that's as much as I can tell you. Will there be anything else?
I think the facial expressions they chose for her and like face in general and things really works for this conversation, you know. Like this bit wink wink, nudge nudge, saucy kind of yeah, works really well. Good character design. And you know, for what I assume is a very small character. I'm looking for Clarence mostly.
Mr. Mostly is indeed attending our event, although I am disappointed to discover he did not officially enter his canid Laplace into our competition. You should find Mr. Mostly just inside the prep room. Head inside and take the door to your left.
Thank you. Alright, anything... Oh, this is not stealing. Good. Oh, that would involve hacking, which we probably can't do in front of you. Oh, that's a fancy place. You know, I expected this to basically be all on Gorgon.
Oh, just hear me out. It's a brilliant idea.
Is this about canid hunting? We've been over this before. It's a terrible idea.
Canid hunting is the natural evolution of canid shows. No one's going to miss a few backwater laborers anyway.
I've heard stories of wild canids outside Byzantium, but frankly, I don't believe it.
Think I would have preferred primals over canids, but there's always next year.
Oh god. Primals, those, you know, those big gorilla-like things that killed us a couple of times.
Not now, please. I'm a little too busy, you know, being the master of ceremonies.
Oh, Anubis, Nanners. Little Waldo. So there's the prep room. Joan of Bark. Oh god, Spoticus. Horrible names. Timothy. Timothy. They're cute little canids, I give them that.
I was so looking forward to that new program by Alonso Vallejos. I can't believe it's been cancelled.
Whoever Alonso Vallejos is. Ooh. Ah, Garduchius. Okay, I think that... Clarence Mostly.
Hey, Maverick Johnston's newest star. I've got a question for you. Do you know the interesting thing about canid shows?
Trick question. And there is anything interesting. Yeah. I'm interested in anything involving canids. Let's go with that. I'm interested. No, let's go with trick question. There isn't anything interesting about canid shows.
Oh, but there is, if one possesses an eye for statistics. Mathematically speaking, the interesting thing about canid shows is this. They're an exercise in futility. Winning is predetermined. Over time, the inevitable trend is that the race goes to the swift. Time and chance are just statistical outliers. In other words, if you put enough canids through enough trials, the one with the most optimal attributes generally wins. Exercise in futility.
Why are you telling me this?
Oh, I've been told I should try to socialize more. Sharing an interesting fact is a proven method of endearing oneself to a stranger. I'm an actuary, you see. Well, not entirely. The actuarial sciences are more of a passion than a profession. So I suppose that makes me mostly an actuary. That's a bit of a family joke. I'm Clarence Mostly.
Mostly an actuary. Okay, that name finally paid off. Let's try with intelligence first. That name sounds familiar. Mostly Fine Furniture Company, right?
Yes, that's us. Mostly oak trees, too. My grandfather invented them, you know. Well, no, he didn't invent mostly oaks, but he did purchase the naming rights back during the terraforming days. It's essentially the same thing.
Here goes nothing. I've been looking for you. You're the last known staff member on Project Gorgon.
Oh. Then you're not here about my monograph. It's true, I was involved with Project Gorgon, but that chapter of my life is long since closed. Listen, I don't know what you want with Gorgon or with me, but let me give you some free advice, Let the past go. Live in the moment. Enjoy the party.
The manufacturer's on emergency lockdown. What's got you so frightened? What's got you so frightened?
I left Gorgon behind for a reason. Several reasons, in fact. Corporate sabotage, abnormally high fatality rates, and the Marauders. We buried Project Gorgon for good. Don't go digging up its grave. You seem like you're in the margin of competence for a freelancer. Find yourself some better work.
I'm not sure if I want to intimidate him. You're a bit late. Some mysterious figure already sent me cryptic warnings.
Let me hazard a guess. You didn't listen then, and you're not about to listen now.
Were you the one trying to send me a message?
If I wanted to send you a message, I'd arrange for a notarized affidavit. Cryptic warnings and subtle threats are not my forte.
This person activated some kind of emergency lockdown. Any idea who they might be?
Someone with resources. Security countermeasures require a special override. Whoever locked down the facilities must have been watching you. Lifting the lockdown won't be easy. You'll need to send overrides from the chem lab and human inquiry. I don't have that level of clearance, but I know two people who do. The trouble is, I don't know you. I don't trust you. I washed my hands of Gorgon, and you're asking me to dirty them all over again. I'm going to need a good reason.
Something horrible. I'm just trying to uncover the truth. So Tired to find a journal. I'm just trying to do my job. What's this one? Let's try. I don't know if he has, like nobody really has a conscience here, but, let's try to appeal to it anyway. Project Gorgon created the Marauders. Project Gorgon created the Marauders. You can't just walk away from that.
Yes, the birthplace of the Marauders. And a graveyard for all our mistakes. Starting Project Gorgon was our first mistake. Trying to bury Project Gorgon while it's still very much alive and clawing its way back to the surface, that may be our last mistake.
Nobody has to know you were involved. Give me what I want and I'll be on my way.
I want a favor from you. Do something for me and I'll do something for you. That way we don't have to rely on mutual trust. The grand prize trophy to the Canid Review. I want it in my hands. Get me that trophy and I'll give you the remaining researchers. Names, locations, as much information as I have.
I'm pretty sure the Canid Review is always already over.
Yes, but the winner is still in deliberation. Committee won't deliver a result for another 6 to 8 weeks. Bureaucracy. The trophy's being held in a vault at the other end of this hall. Find a way inside, disable any security, lift, carry, deliver. Simple as that.
What's so important about a trophy?
My Canid, Laplace, is statistically superior to every other Canid in this review. Better average sprinting time, superior gait coefficient, optimal anatomical symmetry. I didn't bother entering little Laplace in this pointless contest. He's already won on paper, you see. That trophy rightfully belongs to him.
That might be the most Byzantium thing I've ever heard.
Oh, you're much too kind. Does this mean you'll do it?
I guess. I'll be back with that
Head
trophy.
into the main hall and take the elevator down into the maintenance tunnels. You'll find a service passage that leads up into the trophy room. The maintenance tunnel is the only way up into the trophy room. Some technician barred the door shut on our end. Ask Tilda Coatsworth about it, over by the podium. What's on your mind?
So I found this eye.
My eye! I was wondering where I'd misplaced that old thing. It's perfectly preserved, you know. Every eye possesses unique dimensions, not unlike a fingerprint. The circumference, the shape, the color of the iris. An eye makes excellent proof of identification, assuming you don't mind removing one.
So how do you lose your eye?
I'd rather not get into the details. If Spacer's Choice ever asks you to test out their new model of monocle, just say no.
Do we want to give him his eye back? Let's try it. Here, take your eye back. I don't want this thing in my pocket.
Well, that's rather responsible of you. I'll put a good word in your permanent record.
Okay. Board reputation increased. Okay, that's nice, I guess. I wanted to ask you something.
What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Project
At
Gorgon?
the moment, nothing. I have a one-track mind. I can't stop thinking about that trophy. Why isn't it in my hands? When is it going to be in my hands? And so on and so forth. You get me that Best in Show trophy, and it'll clear my mind right up.
I'll be back. Why do I suspect that his Canid in the end doesn't exist or something. I don't know. I mean, this is bizarre enough.
This is a private party. No solicitors. No vagabonds. No freelancers. If you're here to offer your services as an entertainer, we're not interested.
You're all degenerates, and I hope the building collapses on you. I was actually here about the Canid review.
Unfortunately, you're too late. The review ended a few days ago. We've submitted our results to the Judiciary Committee and await arbitration. In 8 to 10 short weeks, we'll have the name of a winner. Probably. That gives us 8 to 10 weeks to file a maintenance request. Our technician barred the vault door and then disappeared without a trace. Can you believe that?
Oh, I suspect we will be going after the technician. What was your technician doing in the vault?
The Musgrave Vault contracted a security consultant from UDL. They sent a technician to install a few security upgrades, anti-dissident automechanicals and the like. That technician barred the vault, but neglected to leave us with a way in from here. He wasn't seen leaving the security room, so I can't imagine where he's gone off to.
Isn't there another way into the trophy room? What about the maintenance tunnels?
The tunnels are guarded by automechanical security. I don't look nearly boorish enough to resemble a UDL guard, so they'd probably shoot me on sight. In any case, I'd rather not step foot in the tunnels. The tunnels are for disposing of unwanted refuse, and no place for a respectable Byzantine.
Let's persuade. I can find a way into the vault for you. You won't have to dirty your hands.
Your eagerness to serve your betters is commendable. Here's a key card. It should help you get around inside the tunnels. Now, was there anything else? I'd like to get back to mastering over the ceremonies, or people might question why I have this role at all.
I'll be on my way. What ceremonies are there to master? I mean, you're pretty much already done, right?
It's not canid hunting I object to, it's the impropriety.
Since when do you care about impropriety? Canid shows are unlawful, and you showed up anyway.
This is different. I just don't think we should be letting the lower class into Byzantium, even for fun.
Oh, you don't have to be scared of these Canids, Captain. I don't think they're gonna hurt you.
Come now, Anubis, you must perk up.
Careful. They're cute till they go for the throat.
Aw. Oh, I can only pet the one? Aw. I can only pet Anubis. So that's the vault. It's a bit visible if you ask me. Ah, okay. Somehow I didn't actually see the green mission objective point until I opened the door. Don't know. Selective perception or something. Pick up armor parts. That's nice.
Nice.
And oh, we can probably modify our gun or so. Speedy Mate, Fun Times, Whisper Quiet, Muzzler. Yeah, we have a bunch of those. So let's install one of these. What can we get here? Damage type to corrosion, damage type to N-ray, damage type plasma, magazine size plus 50%. And the sight, Exacto sight, post armor damage dealt plus 15%. Ranged weapon spread minus 20%. Or higher weapon range. Sadly, it's post armor. Let's use this, we have lots of these. Okay. And now let's do the assault rifle. Critical damage plus 25%, range of fire. What rate of fire? Let's do that. Damage type, magazine size for now. Extendo sight, range plus 25, spread minus 20. Wait. Let's leave it at that. We'd have to destruct the mod afterwards. I just realized it would make more sense to have used the Whisper Quiet Muzzler here. Because then I can use it kind of as a sniper rifle. But this way it will be kind of loud, I guess. Which those bots will probably not mind either way. Where does it go? Does it come around the corner? It looks suspiciously like it will, yeah. Oh, no. Maybe not. Okay. Maybe we can sneak past it into that gap in the wall. Oh, more gaps in the wall. Okay, that doesn't really get us anything, I think. Alright, got you. I had to remember, oh yeah, you shoot them. Oh, you keep going? I didn't tell you to keep shooting at other bots. Okay. Jesus, I can't even loot quietly. Whoops, what happened there? Runners up. Oh. What?
A pet's only as good as its owner. They're the ones who ought to be in here.
These dead cannons show signs of domestication and extensive grooming. I just recycle the dogs here. If they don't win. That's not nice. Oh, I don't actually. That's 95 as well. Flywheel, whatever. Alright. But, there's a lot of loot down here. Interesting, but, oh. We found the technician. Let's see what his last words typed were. Completed scheduled annual sanitation and repair Musgrave family vault. Applied kinder pine scented floor wax. Appraised area in accordance with Byzantium aesthetic standards. CHHC Board Aesthetic and Interior Regulations Section 33F. Relocated garbage. Installed anti-dissident automechanicals in order to ensure moral and civil hygiene. Note: tampering with, altering or otherwise disabling moral hygiene automechanicals is strictly prohibited under board regulations. Delivered complimentary mint. That, he looks suspiciously... Oh, someone dragged him here? Oh, that's where we... Is that where we came from? Yeah. Huh. So why did he die? Did he, like, get shot by his own mechanicals? Improved stealth kit. Hmm. Huh. $150. So we can swipe that. And we can unlock the door. Maybe we can tell her.
I sure hope these folks don't mind us borrowing this.
Doop-de-doo. Doop-de-doo. I'm kind of confused. What happened to him? It doesn't really say why he's dead. I hope that the dialogue will clear that up.
Come now, Anubis, you must...
You'd only be letting them into Byzantium temporarily. Long enough for the Canids to sniff them out and chase them around.
It's the principle of the matter. Everything belongs in its appropriate place, and laborers do not belong in Byzantium.
I just think you're being rather narrow-minded. A common laborer might enjoy the chance to see Byzantium. Granted, they'd be seeing Byzantium while running for their lives with Canids at their heels.
Bring the idea up in committee if you're so adamant. I just don't think they belong here.
That's horrific. You know, like the Canid hunting. Like first it sounded like go out and, you know, get some canids. And then it was kind of like, oh, the canids don't belong here. And then I went, oh, you want to hunt like nearby? And now it's like, oh, hunting poor people.
You know,
Okay.
the careers of 9 out of 13 actors end after their debut serial. Enjoy the fame while it lasts.
I found dead canids in the service tunnels. You know anything about that?
Dead canids in the service tunnels. Domesticated canids? Why, that's utterly revolting.
I'm pretty sure they were domesticated.
Frankly, it doesn't matter to me if they were domesticated or feral. Feral canids are like the unemployed. Their existence implies the need for a loving master. Every canid, regardless of their physical attributes, is a companion to their master. To kill a companion is a profound and unforgivable breach of trust. I'm glad I chose not to participate in this loathsome canid review. I will, however, take their trophy.
Today's your lucky day, Clarence. I've got your trophy.
My trophy! Look at this thing. Have you ever seen a more garish monument to the boredom of the elite? If only Grandfather Mostly were alive today, I would have loved to wave this trophy right in front of his cataracts. I hope you won't take it personally when I say I had my doubts about you. Nothing ever gets done in Byzantium, you see. Competent work is, well, a statistical anomaly.
I kept my end of the bargain. I expect you to keep yours.
Lifting the emergency lockdown requires overrides from the Chem Lab and Human Inquiry. Access to those facilities requires authorizations from 2 senior-level researchers, Marion Blakesley, Jasper Lowe. They went into hiding after the project collapsed, but I've managed to calculate their last known whereabouts within a reasonable margin of error.
Ooh, I can go use statistical analysis to figure out their locations? Show me your math.
I see you're familiar with my technique. I'd love to show you my numbers, but there aren't nearly enough napkins in this room. After the project shut down, I had to keep my mind occupied. I worked on my actuarial tables, calculated the average lifespan of a Spacer's Choice worker, that sort of thing. I realized some of the researchers had to be alive. I ran some numbers, did a little research, and concluded that the 2 most likely survivors are Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe.
You haven't been able to let go of Project Gorgon either.
Nonsense. I just needed a good old-fashioned statistical problem to busy my mind. Keeps the faculties lubricated.
You talk about leaving the past behind, but you still feel responsible.
Let me stop you there. I don't accept anything for free. And if you're going to analyze me, I'd have to go through the trouble of hiring you on contract. Think what you will of my intentions. My calculations are sound. You'll find Marion Blakesley and Jasper Lowe at the enclosed locations.
That's so absurd, you know, like, it's statistics, so yeah, maybe they would go there, maybe he's even so good, but then, you know, he's basically giving me theoretical information. So in practice it could still be different. I've got some questions about these 2 researchers.
I'll tell you what I can.
What do I need to know about Marion Blakesley?
Dr. Marion Blakesley supervised the Human Inquiry and Auditing Facility. Live subjects, measuring tape and syringes, that sort of thing. Someone sabotaged the facility. Blakesley tendered her resignation and vanished. I'm reasonably certain she's hiding in a maintenance bay on Groundbreaker.
I hope we didn't kill her in some previous... Well, no, we can't really have. Unless they reused the character from a different mission. She wasn't in the game when we played the base game. What about this Jasper Lowe guy?
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Auntie Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats. He's been transferred to an orbital lab around Olympus.
Oh, must have been so fancy lab. I think he's talking about the people. You don't think much of the chest below guy?
Our office gave Dr. Lowe and his team every opportunity to develop a drug under perfectly reasonable guidelines and generous deadlines. Dr. Lowe failed to meet our requests and largely succeeded in using our supply of drugs to get himself higher than the mortality rate of a line worker at a Saltuna cannery.
That's... Shouldn't you be doing something against that if you have a proverbial mortality rate of a line worker at a Saltuna cannery? If that's like a high bar to clear. Oh God.
Certainly. What's on your mind? I'll tell you what I can.
Tell me what just below.
Dr. Lowe described himself as a dazzling genius in his review. I disagreed. Of the 19 criteria that constitute the rubric of genius, Dr. Lowe only met 15. After the project shut down, corporate traded him off to Auntie Cleo in exchange for 5 lab coats.
Wow, must have been some fancy lab coats.
Oh dear. How do I explain this without using too many syllables? Lab coats means scientists. It's a colloquial... It's slang. Let's get back on topic. You'll find Dr. Lowe. Certainly. What's on your mind?
What can you tell me about Project Gorgon?
Let's try to keep it down, shall we? At least pretend we're being discreet. There's not a lot about Project Gorgon I can tell you. I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I closed that chapter in my life. I've moved on.
I promise I'm not looking for any trouble. I just want information.
Look, don't tell anyone I said this. But if there's anything I've learned by living in Byzantium, it's this. If you go looking for the truth, you are looking for trouble. All right. Ask your questions. And then if you don't mind, don't mention Project Gorgon anywhere near me again.
Does the name Minnie Ambrose mean anything to you?
Minnie Ambrose? Oh, Olivia's brat. Ambitious, but like the rest of her family, irrelevant. She tried following her mother's example, failed, and if she ever tried again, I couldn't tell you. The name Ambrose doesn't mean anything to me anymore, or to anyone halfway respectable. The Ambroses are, how do I put this politely, obsolete?
Why? What happened?
A family's name is only as strong as its enterprise. The Musgraves have Rizzos, and the Schuyler's have Auntie Cleo, and so we show those names the respect they deserve. The Ambrose name was associated with Project Gorgon. The project died, and so the Ambrose name died with it. That's just the way the game is played.
Why did Project Gorgon need an actuary?
Project Gorgon was designed to change the life of every worker on Halcyon. We weren't just building a product, we were trying to build a society. How many workers call Halcyon their home? What do they eat and when? How long do they sleep? How hard do they work? What are their most productive years? When do their organs begin to fail? That's the nature of my work. I study human life in order to determine its value. Jewelers appraise diamonds, and I appraise people.
Kind of risking making him angry at me, I guess, but I want to ask this. You can't break, because, you know, we, role-playing wise, we came from the Hope. We came from a at least halfway working society, I assume. You can't break someone's life down into an equation. People aren't numbers.
Of course you can. You can break the entire universe down into numbers and statistics. Human beings are as much a part of the universe as weather patterns and orbital mechanics.
You must have left Gorgon for a reason. What happened?
It's complicated. I'll be honest, I didn't join Project Gorgon because I wanted to satisfy my intellectual curiosity. I was courting the daughter of a Spacer's Choice family. We were a mathematically congruent match, you see. I had the proofs all written out and everything.
What a romantic. Such a romantic. I see where this is going.
I see you've been in the same situation. Yes, she wasn't impressed by my absolute value. After she made her feelings clear, I left the project.
What exactly went wrong?
Everything. Every project has a margin of failure. We expect setbacks, complications, delays. Project Gorgon experienced a cascade failure. One mistake precipitated another, and another, and another. The labs failed to develop a safe drug. Human Inquiry failed to perform their tests responsibly. An unsafe drug tested on unhealthy subjects by irresponsible supervisors. That's Project Gorgon.
Your hands aren't clean. I kind of want to accuse him, but on the other hand... So the project fell apart and your test subjects became marauders. Staff are all dead. Let's try that, because the tracker, we haven't heard much about those yet. The staff are all dead or missing. You're the only one wearing a tracker.
No one appreciates the value of good data. The holistic surveillance device I wear is an invaluable tool, gathering data on all my day-to-day activities. My former colleagues can go into hiding and live in ignorance for all I care. I prefer the self-examined life.
Oh. So the project fell apart and your test subjects became marauders.
Anarchy is not a crime. It is a symptom. The undisciplined workplace secretes anarchy the way our glands secrete enzymes. It's a principle of science. Sabotage came first. The chem lab, Human Inquiry, even my own office. Sabotage broke the discipline of our workplace, leading to confusion, leading to escaped subjects, leading to anarchy.
So they're really emphasizing... They're really emphasizing sabotage a lot here. So I'm thinking that maybe, you know, it could be just spitballing here. We'll see once the game develops, you know, whether I'm right or not. But maybe whatever that person with the changed voice and the blurry picture that we saw, maybe that was someone on the team who didn't want this to continue, and so, you know, started sabotaging their own project secretly. Although, you know, like, going by how things were going there, I'm not sure whether, you know, it wasn't just the entire system sabotaging the project. Because, like, how the departments were infighting and everything, that alone would have tanked any project. Your hands aren't clean, Clarence. You were part of Project Gorgon.
I know. Project Gorgon was a failure of leadership. Leadership to which I belonged. I should have pushed for stricter supervision. We gave the other departments too much freedom and not enough oversight. Spare the rod, spoil the servant.
I don't think he drew the conclusion we expected him to. I think what he basically said is they should have covered up sooner or something. Or, I don't know. It seems weird. But I think he's like, he has his own corporate logic. Okay, I guess we'll keep investing in hacking. We're almost at the 95 we need. So the next level up... Oh, we have perk points as well, right? Character, perks. So let's see. Any subsequent attack made on the same target while in tactical time dilation deals increased damage. I keep forgetting that. Improvised weapons, we don't really use any. Just 20% straight off. Whenever you are affected by a harmful combat effect, you deal increased damage. Oh. Solo sneaker. Okay, we're not going solo. We want companions. Melee damage, return as health. We don't really do melee that much. Movement speed during tactical time dilation higher. Area of effect and plasma damage received could be reduced. Is this armor rating and skill bonuses for any armor you wear? Companion revives. Headshot kills explode. That makes stealthing hard, I think. 100% reduction of ranged weapon spay and movement penalty to accuracy. I think that might be a good one. More than 30%, a 30% increase in damage while under 25% health. Quiet weapons deal more damage. A weapon is considered quiet as its noise range is 2.5 meters or less. Lone Master, while having no companions. No, that's again. Dialogue skills. Tempted to just go for the dialogue skills. Although the steady hand kind of sounds interesting. Oh, let's go with that. Always confused that these prompts down there aren't clickable. You have to press the key. And what can we do here? Location discovery, experience, sneak attack damage. Showtime is her ability. Oh, let's go with that. Who knows? We might go exploring with her again. What skills do you have to offer? Rust Bucket. When your companions take reduced damage from auto mechanicals. A party kills an enemy, you regain some of your tactical time dilation meter. I wanted to do this, but we just dealt with some auto mechanicals, and actually tactical time dilation meter bigger when Parati kills an enemy. That kind of sounds good when we use it. I like a clockwork. Mock Apple has a title, by the way. I mean, Mock Apple Orange. What is possibly the difference? And now I do want to rub it in. So let's see.
I've got a lot on my mind right now. Our trophy's gone missing, but I can't file an investigation because what we're doing here is technically illegal.
I found dead canids down in the tunnels. Explain.
Oh, don't look so cross. Those canids were put down mercifully. Not every canid is suited to the intense competition of our review. Some few canids display flaws that cannot be redeemed. A limp, wall eye, poor coloration.
So you kill them?
Mercifully. Anyway, listen. Nature is red in tooth and claw, and so are we. Competition is practically a law of the universe. I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
Could you give me a minute? Got the strongest urge to load my gun.
Go and attend to your business then. Arguing with you is a waste of time.
Same here. They killed the doggos. Okay. So now we have 2 locations to travel to find these people. Oh, that is this building. Interesting. I wonder if this location existed before? Oh. Billingsley's, can I go in there? Oh, that's the restaurant where we got the one guy drunk.
Move along.
I think they remember. Drunk guy. Not here anymore. Which, you know, given how long it was and that we changed the entire universe, makes sense. But I mean, it would have been funny if there was something like, I don't know, Eridanos crassus.
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing.
What street names do we have there? Romanov.
My dear fellow, you've no idea how our production has suffered. Why, the loafers working our factory lines are practically robbing us.
It's even worse for us, my good man. Our workers, if one can call them that, keep losing fingers. How are we to make a bit?
Wretched, isn't it?
It's, you know, it's so in your face, but it's also, you know, a totally consistent world. And
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
You mean the one where the dissidents blew up an orphanage? That's awful.
Thank the law we live in Byzantium, right?
right.
CNP, I can't believe it's not yours. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Typhon. Interesting street names here. Definitely
Why
happy
can't
about
something
those.
exciting happen around here for once?
Wait, where? Oh, I think there was our elevator.
If I
right.
spit,
We could have probably just fast traveled, but hey, we got to see some of the streets' names at least. Street names are always good. Ooh, we have elevator music. Kind of wonder what would happen. But maybe we'll try it again. Oh, he just said something about a major automechanical failure.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
He said something about what we did in the retirement district, but I walked by too fast. He said something about a major automechanical failure, and basically we turned off everything there. So that'll be interesting. But I guess we can go back to
Someone has left a
Groundbreaker.
threatening message on your terminal, Captain. I was unable to trace its origin. Please make a note of it.
Huh. Threatening
So then I
message
says,
on my tongue.
fine, I'll pay you back for all of it, with interest.
Nice one. You must have had him quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
We've already heard that one.
Felt better if it had worked.
You have one new message. Error origin not found. What a handsome vessel you have, little weasel. The unreliable registered to one Alex Hawthorne. But that's not you, is it? You stole it from him, just as you intend to steal Gorgon from me. Perhaps I should steal something dear from you in exchange. Your ship, your crew, your life. Fair is fair, after all. Yes, and we have enough hacking to scan. Characters cluster. Probe message origin ID. Ah, that's 95. We're not 95 yet. Why do we have a board game here? Huh, what's this? Some items I don't remember when we got them. Those seem... Oh, that's from the Canet competition? Okay, I guess that works. Alright, let's go and travel then. And go back to Groundbreaker, I guess. Oh, we can actually dock directly with the auxiliary maintenance bay.
The Groundbreaker auxiliary base.
I guess they didn't want to, you know, like modify any of the base game areas, and so they made it a separate point, all of these. Oh, we haven't really repaired. Forgot that the last time. Repair. Tinker. You want to tinker with a gloop gun. Damage 75 plus 5. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if we can make this do more damage, that sounds kind of nice. And this one. It's already 500 bits. Let's see. This one we can beef up a little. And now it's 600, so I guess that should be enough for now. Alright, let's go to the auxiliary maintenance bay. Do we still take Parvati? Maybe not Nyoka, maybe Felix because he knows the place. I mean, Ellie knows it as well. So I guess we could go track both. But well, we'll see. Stay out. It's nice that they have stay out printed signs that say that. And spooky music. Is this... I think this is the place where we were before, right? Dark matter bar. Don't really need any food, I guess. Hit cartridge that nobody wants. And weapon parts, always appreciated.
Look at these hull heads, walking around like they run the place.
Oh no, this is actually the downstairs area we were before. I didn't know that that had a separate
Hey you,
docking.
over here. Let's chat. Whoa, 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 it's Riz. Oh, fucking damn it. Every time. Hey, you're trespassing, and I'm armed. Maybe take a second look at your life choices, pal.
Oh, he used to work for Rizzo. And so he just habitually greeted with their slogan. Hang on, what were you starting to say back there?
Jimmy used to work security for Rizzo's before he got fired for... what was it again? Rank incompetence and gross odor? Or was it gross incompetence and rank odor?
Oh, you think you're funny, kid? You want to hear a little jingle? I'll get your head ringing.
Do I want to intimidate in this case? Ignore Felix, he has that effect on assholes. That's a good combination, like, starting with like, oh, ignore him, he's not, and then calling him an asshole. Hey, let's all just... Now let's go with don't threaten my crew.
Oh, you're lucky you're running with new friends, Felix.
Does Rizzo's know you're butchering their slogan?
What, you gonna report me? I don't work for them no more. I'm with the gardeners now. All of us kept the peace for the corpse once, but we got tired of being used.
Funny, I wouldn't have pegged you for a horticulturist.
Hey, I like to get my hands dirty. It's just a name. Old lady we work for, she likes plants. We're here to keep the streets clean. Hallways, you know what I mean. Anyway, Blakesley's given us standing orders to strongly discourage anyone who tries to come in. I like to extrapolate from there.
Does Junlei know you're down here?
We ain't subversives. We're gainfully employed. This is a private contract. Miss Junlei can't get too mad if we rough up some trespassers. Especially if I was nice enough to warn him first.
We have Parvati with us. But she might get a little steamed if you hurt her girlfriend.
Huh?
Hi, I'm the girlfriend.
Oh, shit. Fine, fine. You want to check out the lab? Go for it. We won't stop you. But Blakesley's got her own setup in there, and she doesn't like guests. So, if you get shot, I'm telling Junlei I never saw you. This one's clear, guys.
Nice one, Captain.
That was dumb luck. Definitely dumb luck. Just, you know, liking to have Parvati around. I mean, I probably, you know, I wouldn't have changed from her to someone else going on Groundbreaker. Because, yeah, she's the boss's girlfriend. So I hoped that, you know, she would say some things like, oh, you know, like, I was here last week, this is a nice corner, or whatever. These official termination papers, stamped with the Space's Choice logo, state that Kadira Smythe has been terminated for limping on duty. Oh god. This is a horrible, horrible place. Oh yeah, there was this lady that grew plants in a greenhouse. That's a different one, yeah. For a moment, I was thinking as well, but then he mentioned Blakesley, and that's the woman we're looking for. So I don't think that's her. I wonder if they'll all... Let's just try it. I wonder if they'll all go mad if we go up there. I don't think so. They didn't explicitly warn us.
That's a good boy.
It's a good boy. Sprout. They have lots. This seems to be kind of the canid. Seems to be kind of the canid DLC. Here's your weekly shipment. Please note the additional allotment of protein cakes. Could I convince you and your colleagues to fill out a brief questionnaire regarding your eating patterns? In the meantime, do try to cut down on all the sugary drinks. Question is this the right way? But I think we saved.
You have to be kidding me. I thought I made myself clip. Wait, what's with this camera? Hello? Damn it. Look, I get it. Some people need things spelled out for them. I'm sure one of the automechanicals can explain.
She'll be shooting at us, won't she?
Not a peep from me.
And I guess she can't see us. So she doesn't know that Parvati is here either. I don't think we can do anything here, right? No. Just to be sure. So that's one way to get in here. Why is there water swirling? I mean, it's pretty, but like, why? Those are the automechanicals that are supposed to explain something to us. Anything we can do with these computers? Another automechanical down there, or two. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to... Okay, there's an elevator. Let's check all these rooms. Maybe there is something here. Chronofield aggregator. Dehydrated water tablets. There's a lot of plants here. Nice. So yeah, I think the plants lady that was, what was her name? Adelaide or something like that? She was in the base game. Oh, Jesus.
Observation log, date, who knows. Subject number, well, let's call him Percy. Percy here has discovered the secret to success. He has lifted the veil and found the pattern. He wakes up, he listens for that bell 3 times a day. Food rains from the sky. He eats, he waits. Life is easy. But the second your molt comes in, pal,
What is he? Is he like a larva?
That's the spirit, little guy. Climb that corporate ladder.
Oh, we just disappointed him, I guess. Not quite sure what that was supposed to be. That actually needs
Nicely done.
Huh. Oh. That's nice. So that's another entrance aside from the elevator. Whoa. All right. So now we have to decide, do we want to drop down there? Oh. We only have 90, not 95, so I guess we can't convince the computer here to turn off the drones. Ah. We don't really have skill points to spend right now. We're so close. The next upgrade. But wait, we can hack auto mechanicals? How do I even do that? Right, it talked about hacking auto mechanicals, but I never actually did that. Let's just have a quick check on the web, I think, how one hacks. Oh, or maybe it's in the settings, controls. UI. Edit key bindings here. Walk forward, strafe, look up, look down, turn left, turn right, sprint, crouch, sneak. Use, interact, reload, hold, attack, power attack, aim, block, quick melee, weapon, next weapon. How do I hack an automechanical? I have to look that up now. The Outer Worlds. How do I hack automechanicals? That's not useful. Huh. I don't really see anywhere like what button I would push. That's a little annoying. So let's see. Huh. Nope. I don't find anything. So I don't know. They promised me I'd be able to hack automechanicals, but I guess the only thing I can is shoot them.
Right, let's dance!
Did the robots just run away? Or can they just not find me? Come on. I see you're over there. Let me shoot you.
Heads up, boss! Nice hit! Nobody messes with you, boss!
Armor's too strong! Hit it with something else!
Alright.
No good, boss! Try another weapon!
Bleeding!
Whoops. Ooh, that was a bit. I had to heal there. Oh, and I think there are more. I just don't see them.
Oh, that's the last of him!
Alright. Let's loot a bit before we talk. She probably won't be happy, but I haven't found a better way to actually manage to turn them on. What's this? Okay, that's not a door. Oh, is this an elevator? Oh, okay, that's the door for the elevator. Okay. So I guess we can go back here if we want to. Let's try that then. And let's talk to this lady. Me growing plants on this ship is quite a feat.
So who the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, I can't hear a damn thing. Just gonna shut this thing off. Right. Marion Blakesley, what can I do for you, Miss Home Invasion?
to collect your credentials on behalf of Spacer's Choice. Investigating the Adrena Time project. Let's try that. I'm here to collect your credentials on behalf of Spacer's Choice.
Cute. There have to be easier ways to steal some corporate property. Go chat up Sublight.
Was a nice try. Fine, I'm actually here because I need to get into the HIA facility on Gorgon. Or I'm not stealing anything this time. I'm an investigator. No, let's go with... Well, let's try 2 first. I'm not stealing anything this time. I'm an investigator.
Well, you found me, so you can't be that bad at your job. Guessing this is about that damn asteroid, Gorgon.
What happened on that? Let's say first Clarence. I tracked down Clarence mostly. That got me onto your trail.
That bastard. Is he still only mostly worthless, or has he achieved mathematical perfection in that regard?
He's pretty useless.
Yeah, most people don't change much. Clarence lacks the attention span for this sort of thing. Someone wants to dig up the past, and you're the shovel, right?
And the diamond tip drill bit. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm the diamond tip drill bit.
Huh. All soft clay here, pal. You want to know about HIA? I'll tell you. Corporate demanded a product they could throw onto shelves. That put the squeeze on low at Chem to develop formulas. Samples. But how do you know if the product works? You run tests, see what happens. That's where human inquiry and auditing came in. I ran HIA, and HIA ran the tests again and again and again. And what happens is a whole lot of wasted time and even more bodies.
Human auditing?
You met the gardeners. They're nothing but overgrown canids, but people love their fancy names. We were looking for a game changer, something to better the colony. It felt important, worth a few sacrifices. Spacer's Choice. They wanted to sell that change for as many bits as they could. None of us got what we wanted.
So what was Spacer's Choice testing for?
You've heard the adverts, right? Work day and night, still feel refreshed the next morning. Now, what we tested for was dexterity, efficiency, compliance. The traits of a good employee. Numbers never came out right. I could have pumped gallons of those chemicals into every living soul in this colony. Wouldn't have changed that. What we got was marauders.
So, Spacer's Choice knew about these effects from the beginning.
Yeah, good luck making that one stick. It's in the fine print, you know. Whatever was in those chemicals, it didn't matter what tests we ran. We kept getting the same results. The proto-adrena time solution was both monstrously addictive and had catastrophic effects on the psyche and intellect. A real boon to the colony.
Here, that's it. But I've taken Adrena time.
Hey, do whatever you like. Life's short and we're all dying anyway.
What happened? Why'd the facility shut down?
We had a few weird accidents, escapes, minor setbacks. But one day, all the test subjects got loose. Sabotage, they said. Wasn't just us. All of the facilities got hit hard. Shut us down for a while. That turned out to be the last straw.
Ah, yes. The incident.
Spacer's Choice wasn't getting much use out of us anymore, so they shuttered the project, kicked Adrena time out the door. And I came here.
But why did you hide away on the Groundbreaker?
I could have gone back to Byzantium, found a position somewhere else. Even started up something new, like mostly. But I couldn't stop thinking about. Indulge a scientist. What do you want out of this investigation of yours? Trying to liven up your memoir?
Just trying to spice up chapter 3. Curiosity, I guess. There has to be something valuable in there. Someone should know what Space's Choice did. I'm anti-corporate. Someone should know what Space's Choice did.
Really? What good can that possibly do? How about you, kid? You've got orphan written all over that baby face of yours. What do you get out of headbutting murderous automechanicals for your captain here?
First of all, I don't headbutt. I dropkick. As for what I get out of it, I don't know. It's fun.
Hope it stays that way, kid. That's all I've got. Here, I still have this pass. Don't much feel like hanging on to it anymore. Made my exit the moment the project started falling apart. Had to steal some credentials. This should get you into the volunteer induction entrance.
Any advice? You must have known the facility pretty well.
Come on, I've left it behind me.
I think we'll go with intimidate. You know, I bet folks on the Groundbreaker would just love to meet Marion Blakesley, famed florist.
You wouldn't.
Do you want posies on your fake business cards or something else?
Damn it. Fine. Fine, here, I remember one of my access codes. Just punch in the keypad equivalent for replication. Should get you into the offices. Maybe get you to my terminal a little sooner.
Are we judgmental? I think we are judgmental. We come from a different time. You're a monster, Blakesley, but I think you know that.
Be careful on Gorgon. The compound got into the air, the water, everything. That asteroid makes monsters.
That was surprisingly polite from her. What is this chamber anyway? I'm almost suspecting we'll be coming back here. Just way too much design went into this room, you know, for it not to be something. Or is that just, you know, reused greenhouse parts from Edgewater? From Adelaide's place or whatever? Huh. Alright, I guess that's where we are. Oh, now we're going back. And also, I think this is where we will be ending today's stream. Because, yeah. We're basically done with our time slot.
This must be a step up from force factories, huh?
Doesn't look like either of us are sitting pretty in Byzantium, big shot.
Come on, you two. We're all gardeners here.
These official termination papers, stamped with the C&P logo, state that Gregory Tipton has been terminated for undue hindrance of a Byzantium official. Now I want to find the rest of the papers to see what bizarre reasons people got fired for. That's not a paper, is it? No, that's a chocolate bar. A huge chocolate bar, but still just a chocolate bar. Chocolate bar. That's the one we already read. Limping on duty, yeah. Any more? Seem to be more than 2 people around here now. Well, what would have happened here? I wonder if I could have found a way that went past everyone. No. Hi.
Things are too quiet back here.
Huh. Alright. But yeah, that's pretty much the same spot where we ended up. Kind of disappointed. I thought there should be another way in. Oh, here. So first, let's see what's going on here.
I think it's jammed. Wow. Impressive.
Alright, I guess.
Wonder how the old squad's doing.
Really rude things they wrote on there. Oh, maybe you fell asleep and your friends played a prank on you? That would kind of make sense. Whoops. I didn't mean to steal. There's nothing else back here. And I guess nobody saw me? Okay, I guess we know what we need to. And I guess that's what we'll explore next time. Although, one thing I should check out. Journal. Jasper Lowe. I think we're going to look for him first. And then we'll go back to Gorgon and access the two places that they have access to. So that's the plan for next Sunday. I hope you enjoyed it so far. Leisurely stroll through the galaxy, and hopefully see you next week. Oh, and we should probably see if there is anyone to raid. Let's see, who do we want to raid? Start at the bottom of the list. You know what, we haven't raided Joe in a while. So that's where we should go. So, thank you for being here and for watching, and please, if you can, come along to our raid. We'll be raiding Joe. He currently is playing Stardew Valley, which is a very chill game. He's a fun British person. We've raided him a couple of times, I think, in the Twitch Sings days. So I would like if you could come along and say hi, or at least, you know, come along long enough that the number says something else than just one raider. Hopefully see you there.